What is happening, everyone? My name is Phil with Think Make Do, and this is my bathroom in my 3-bedroom renovation project. And I'd say we're about halfway done. I figured I would stop here to explain to you a little bit about what I've been doing and the next steps, which are the most important. Now, for this shower system, I have chosen Kerdi Board, which is a really, I guess it's a complete lightweight waterproofing system that's pretty popular right now, and I'm trying it for the first time. Now, as you can see, I've already got a lot of the Kerdi Board set on the back wall, I guess this other back wall, portions of my shower niche kind of framed out with the foam, but I have not done the bottom section or the most important part, my plumbing wall. And that's because I need to now set the shower pan that I bought and make sure it's the right fit. Now, this is a this is meant or can be used for curbless. It's a low profile system and it's 38 inches wide. And the space I have for my shower here is 36. So I have to cut off an inch on both sides, and this only goes up to 60 inches and my shower length is 61 inches. Who knew? So I need to make sure that it will fit here. I then need to make sure that my curbless, in terms of the level of the floor system right here, will meet up correctly once I put in the Dietra Heat XL that I have. So subfloor, Dietra Heat XL, how much is left over? Maybe I have to add some plywood to this section to bump it up, maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 an inch. And that's all dependent on how this thing sits and rests in here and what the lip looks like when I get it settled in. It will also help me find the final placement for my drain. And I have the stub out here for my shower drain. I just need to go ahead and finish plumbing it. This is the access panel for it right here. I made sure not to screw it in until I completed this step and got this shower pan installed. So let's unbox this, see what we're working with. Okay, I think I may have gotten lucky, which is always good. And we're also going to take a small risk and just go with what we've got. Now, if you take a look, we have a joist right where the hole needs to go. I don't know if you can see. Let's unhook you here. Yeah. But the good thing is, this joist right here, this is just to give a place for my last piece of plywood to sit on. The actual joist is right here. And then when you look, don't fall. When you look, we got about 12 inches. 6 is right past this support piece, and it's a 2-inch drain, so I'll go to 5 and 7, which means I'll only be drilling into the support here and not the actual joist, which is right here. So that's actually pretty much ideal. And there's another joist here, so this is doubled up. There's 1 and 2 joists that I put here just for reinforcement. This whole bathroom is like super reinforced just because when I took it apart, it looked really ugly. Okay. Yeah. So if you look, that is the original joist from the house, got cut off. That's the reinforcement. That's a 2x6. This is another 2x6, so it's sistered up, super strong. And this is just an extra piece for support that I'm gonna drill right through. So I think I can move forward with this, which means I'm gonna cut 1 inch off of each of these sides, and we'll keep going. Okay, I want to talk about waterproofing our Kerdi shower here, especially with some of the modifications I've done for this custom shower setup. Now, there's a couple key differences here in this install that are a little bit trickier than your typical kit Kerdi shower install. Number one, I have a custom shower niche that I made out of, I guess, strips of Kerdi board that I put together. Now, that means I'm gonna have to waterproof the inside corners and the outside corners, different than how you would just stick in a pre-made shower niche into the wall and then band around it. So we'll have to do that. The second thing is a custom shower bench that you see down here. A lot of the showers that you'll see being installed are the pre-made foam Kerdi benches, and I wanted an extra long bench here, and so I had to make a custom one, which was plywood on the inside for the structure, and then 1/2-inch Kerdi boards surrounding it. So that's also going to need inside corners and outside corners, as well as banding around the edges to be considered waterproof and tight. I think that's the main customization. So let's just talk about the very basics. Now I'm going with all Schluter Kerdi products to make this easier, which means I'm using the all set from Schluter. And that just means I can use that particular thin set with everything that I'm doing here, whether it's plugging up these nail holes and making sure these are watertight, attaching the shower pan, which I've already done. I use all set there. All of my banding that's gonna go around all the corners, all the edges, that's all gonna use thin set. And then when I do tile, I'll be able to use that thin set as well. Now, the order of operations here is corners, well, actually, sorry. It is patching holes, then corners, then banding, right? So patching holes is anywhere where you see a screw or an imperfection in your Kerdi, where maybe you put a screw and then took it out, or dropped something and there's a tear in the fabric. That is a hole. So we're gonna patch every single hole, and I have 5-inch Kerdi band, and I'm just gonna make 5x5-inch squares that are gonna go over everything. Also, anywhere where I see a seam, that's gonna get a band. So I don't need to necessarily worry about putting a patch, where I'm also gonna be putting a band, if that makes sense. So, holes. Then corners, inside corners, outside corners, throughout the entire shower, and then banding, starting with horizontals and the vertical corners to make sure that water doesn't seep into those corners when the shower is operational. So again, holes, corners, then banding. All right, let's mix up the mortar and get started.